speaking. Present action, what I am doing. So at that time, to indicate such things, we take present tense. Next, this tense is also used when a sentence begins with the here or there. For example, here comes my teacher, showing towards the teacher and telling. So that is a present action. Here, word you can observe. So here present tense verb. Here comes my teacher, represent what is happening in front of us to represent. And there goes the train. It is the meaning that you are there and witnessing that and telling something. So here is a here word or there word always indicates present tense. That's why here also we use present tense, simple present. So it is used to indicate the present period. What is this? It is used to refer to events, actions or situations which are true at the time of speaking and which may continue indefinitely. It may continue or may not continue. So in such cases we mention with simple present or indefinite, simple indefinite tense here. My uncle works in a software company. He may work, he may not. So in such cases, to express that indefinite thing, we can use simple present tense to express. He studies at St. Mary's College. In this also, this situation we should understand that it may continue or not. So in such cases also we can use simple present tense and mention. My school has a big auditorium. So these are all events or actions which are true at the time of speaking, but in coming way or in may continue or may not continue. In such cases we mention the simple present tense. Okay, this is a basic one. You have been learning from your primary classes that simple present tense, to express universal truths or facts, we use simple present tense, such as the sun rises in the east. It is a universal truth. Rise is the base verb. S is added and mentioned in simple present tense. The sun rises in the east. Man is mortal. It is again a state of man is mortal. It is a present tense. And the earth moves around the sun. Move is the base verb and S is added. So here if you observe, here universal truths and facts, this is a fact, universal truths can be expressed in simple present tense. Okay, to express regular or habitual actions. For example, habitual actions means I brush my teeth, I bath, I eat breakfast. These are all regular habitual actions. To mention such actions, we use simple present tense and mention. He goes to school daily at 8 a.m. This is a regular action. Cats drink milk, it's generally. I brush my teeth twice a day. These are all. I have given individual sentences. Chain of sentences also you can give. So, to mention habitual actions or regular actions, we use simple present tense to express. When we use adverbs of frequency such as always, ever, never, occasionally, usually, these are words, or adverbial phrases like every day, twice a day, on Sunday, such words if you use, it can be more easy to understand the time, habitual action more precisely. Precisely means more clearly. See, they go to the park on Sundays. It is mentioning the time, clear specifically. This time is more clear to understand. They go to the park. extra information, it will be more clear to understand. So these type of adverbial phrases or adverbs always helps us to understand more clearly when that action take place. See, he comes to India twice every year. Every year, 2 times he comes to India. So this one is telling twice every year, is telling more about see how he comes, how many times he comes. So they always make noise in the class. Always is an adverb. So these type of usages, adverb usages, give you more clear information about the action. Okay. To express a situation that is permanent, we can use simple present tense. For example, Pinakini Express runs from Chennai to Vijayawada. It's a permanent one situation which occurs. So here Pinakini Express runs from Chennai to Vijayawada, we know that, and it is an expression or a situation that is permanent. For example, see here, my house faces the east. It is a permanent thing. I cannot every day move my house like this. So it is a permanent thing. So in this also we expressed in present tense. My house faces the east, which is a permanent action. And it is a, this type of cases also we use simple present tense to express. Okay. Now to express a fixed action in the future, we use simple present tense. See, it is also used for a planned future actions. Generally future tense is there, but this is a special case. We can use simple present tense in some cases. We use this to express even future action, simple present tense, or series of actions time also. This use is often related to generally timetables, programs can be mentioned in simple present tense to express planned future actions. So here if you observe, it is also used by travel agents also sometimes. See, the school reopens, it is a planned future action which is expressed in simple present, not yet done. So the school reopens on the 16th of October. So the dance program begins at 5 p.m. Not yet started, but it is expressed in simple present tense. It is a future action. We spent 2 days in Mumbai and proceed. This is a travel agent related usage. See here. So to express such things also, we can use simple future tense. In time clauses, time clause means this is a time related word from here to here. It is a time clause, a part of sentence which is started with the time phrase when. So these cases also we use simple present tense. In time clauses are introduced by conjunctions like when, of time. See here, these are time related expressions, conjunctions, when, while, until, after, as soon as, and no sooner. These are all time phrases, conjunctions. In this conjunctions, in time clauses, time is particularly conjunctions like these also mention the time. When I go to Delhi, I visit Agra to see the Taj Mahal. If you see, wait there until I come. Until is a time related conjunction. Here also, if you can see, when I go to Delhi, I visit Agra to see the Taj Mahal. You can see simple present tense words here. I have given you present simple table form here. You can refer here. See, simple present tense indicates an action which happens in the present, but it isn't necessary for an action to happen right now. Simple present tense indicates unchanging situations, general truths, scientific facts, habits, fixed arrangements, and frequent occurring events, as we have discussed already. In these different cases, you may not think, you need not think that only actions that happen right now, only we take simple present tense to express. But in these different situations, we use simple present tense. If you observe the structure here, first person singular and plural, second person singular and plural, and third person singulars and third person plural. Likewise, the examples are given. Please refer this. I start, you start, he starts, she starts, it starts, we start. Base form of the verb. So it is a plural verb, we can say, because it accepts the plural subject. You start, again here also, they start, plural form. So this base form of the verb is going with plural form, plural verb we can say, and she starts, he starts, it starts, singular, third person singular. In the same way, negative sentence and questions, as we discussed before. Do I start? Do you start? If you observe here, does. For third person singular, does. Does he start? Does she start? Does it start? So, to frame questions, do, does questions, in simple present tense, do word goes with plural subject and does with singular third person singular subjects. Does he start? Does she start? Does it start? It says here simple present tense interrogative. And for plural ones, do is the question word to frame questions. Let us go to present continuous structures. Present continuous means any action in progress. That's why we can also call it as a present progressive tense. At the time of speaking, if the action is in progress, we can use present continuous to express. Let us see the structures here. Subject plus is or am or are plus V1, base form of the verb, plus ing form. It is also called as present participle. In this, for example, he is eating. Eat plus ing, eating. V1 is eat. He is eating. I am eating. We are eating. So, first person singular, I, second person singular you, and third person singular he, she, it. If you observe that, here are goes with plural, is goes with the singular, and first person singular I takes am. I am eating. So you have to observe that. In negative sentence time, say adding not to the sentence. Subject plus is or am or are plus not plus V1 plus ing form. So if you observe subject plus is or am or are plus not. I am not eating. He is not eating. We are not eating. I have given one example. See, subject, if you observe, first person singular takes am, second person singular and plural takes are, and third person singular takes is plus not plus V1 plus ing form. Interrogative time, in the present tense, do or does words we have taken according to the subject in number. In this case, in present continuous tense, these V form verbs like is, am, are comes forward and stand in the question place and form interrogative words. For example, see interrogative sentence. Is, am, are plus subject plus V1. Let me tell you examples. Is he eating? Am I eating? Are you eating? Are we eating? Are they eating? So if you observe here, these words only standing in the place of question and framing interrogative sentences, and the structure is like this. Negative interrogative, adding not to that, same only. Is he not eating? Am I not eating? Are they not eating? So plural time we take are singular, third person singular time is, and first person singular time am we are taking and framing the structure like this. So this is the structure form for affirmative, negative, interrogative and negative interrogative in present continuous or present progressive tense. See here structure table. As I told you before, I am goes with first person singular. I am work plus ing, working. Work is the base verb. Ing is added, which is called present participle. I am working. And we is a plural subject and are is a plural form verb. We are work plus ing, working. We are working. You, second person singular and plural same only. You